room.
Jornel, congratulations on the win, man. How you feeling after that one?
Good, man. My shins are sore, but I feel good, man. I feel good.
For sure, and it was a tough battle. Talk to me about what these last couple of months have been like. I mean, you weren't even signed to a multi-fight deal with Bellator. Then you were in their rankings, top 10. Now you just beat the number 8 guy. You must be feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, man. At first, I was scared I wasn't even going to get the call to get signed. And then they call me. Finally, like a month after my last fight, they finally called me and they gave me the deal. And, you know, I was excited for that. And then when they came out with the rankings system, I didn't expect for them to put me on the top 10, to be honest. I'm like, they know I exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think they know I'm alive, you know? Like, even before this fight, there was pre-fight interviews. I'm in the top 10. I didn't get a pre-fight interview, you know? Still don't know I exist. What's going on?
Well, I think you'll get one next time for sure. And was it nice when the rankings did come out to see that the guy you're fighting was above you in the rankings?
Yeah. When I seen him, he was above me. I was like, okay, I'm working my way up already. I was surprised to be in there. Now I just fought a guy that was number 8. So the fact that I'm mingling with these guys already, to me, is just like, wow.
You're not only mingling, you're beating them. So where do you go from here? What number do you think you'll have on Monday?
I mean, well, there's I guess, in order for people to be in the rankings, they have to fight, right? Am I correct? So there's a couple of people that haven't fought yet. When they fight, I'm guessing they're going to be put into the top 10 as well. I expect probably to go like to number 8. And then once those guys get ranked, I'll probably be pushed back to number 10, I'm guessing. Because those guys that haven't fought yet, they have bigger records. So I'm guessing I'll move up and then I'll move back again. But to me, I don't care. You know, it's just about beating every single opponent. I'm not too worried about the rankings.
You said your shins are a little sore. Other than that, you feeling all right? You want to get back in there soon? Take some time off? What do you think the future holds?
Yeah, man. I just want to get in. I want to get in 3 before I turn 26. So that was my first one. I want to get 2 more in. Shins are definitely beat up. I was calf kicking them. And the worst part about it is that's like, I don't feel like my shins can hold up as many kicks as it takes to put someone down with calf kicks. Because people think, oh, if it lands, you're good. Even if you land the kick, it still hurts. You know what I'm saying? And then if one check and you just lost like half the kicks you can possibly throw, pretty much, you know? So, yeah, I got real sore pretty quickly.
Congratulations on the victory, mate, and remaining undefeated. I saw Big John giving you some props on his podcast. You said you work so hard every day so that one day the whole world shares his opinion. How far away are we from when the whole world knows your name?
Well, first thing, I got to just continue to keep getting better. Right now, I feel like I'm a solid fighter, but there's still like for example, when I took him down, I could have done more. Like I'm better than that grappling, you know? And I could have shot the sub sooner, you know, just, I gotta get in there more, and I have to do this. I still have to grow as a fighter. I feel like I have all the skills in place and I'm able to pull out all of my potential now. But now I have to be able to like really capitalize on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can use all my skills now, but now I have to really start capitalizing. I should have been able to get the sub. But when I finally thought, hey, you know what? Let me shoot the sub. It was 10 seconds and he knew that, oh, the bell's going to ring. I'd rather go to sleep. I should have shot it sooner and I would have been able to get the sub, but I'll keep learning, you know?
All right, Keith.
Hey, Jornel, it's your boy Keith Schilling from Sherdog. I got to pick a little beef with you, man. You said that people forget you on the pre-fight media. Don't forget. Hey, don't forget. Not everyone does, because your boy interviewed you before.
But again, they forgot about it.
They did. They gave
people weren't even in the top 10 that were getting interviewed. For me,
yeah.
They don't know I exist.
So let's do this. Jornel, do this. You're 6-0. You're 3-0 in Bellator. All 3 with dominant wins. You're in the rankings. Like, you ain't scared to talk. Call your shot. Who do you want?
I got my eyes on all these guys, man. Once again, like I see, like May 7th is a crazy card. Man, they got a lot of 35ers on that card fighting. So I'm pretty much just watching everyone, you know. I'm still new. I'm only 6-0. So I'm not in a rush to get to the belt. When the time comes, I'll be ready. You know, I have to get ready for each and every individual. So for me, I'm not calling anybody out right now, but I'm definitely going to be prepared for whoever's in my way.
All right. I'll make sure Mike calls out the person for you.
Yeah. And shout out to my boy, Michael Kimball. He was a big help for me to even get here, man. He's the one that put the word in for me to get on Bellator, and shout out to him. He's there for every single one of my fights. He's always behind me, always helping me to get prepared. So hopefully one day he can be back here too with me, fighting these guys and putting these guys down.
Yes, sir. Quick question for you. When you were in the southpaw, you were throwing that faint jab coming across with the calf kick, that combo was landing so much for you. Is that something you saw like pre-tape that was going to work, or you were just feeling in the moment?
Yeah, well, that's just one of my skills, man. I have a lot of skills. It all just depends on how the person that I'm fighting fights. So for him, I was trying to work the jab and I was trying to do different things, but they weren't there because he does a good job of protecting his face. But when you protect your face so much, something else is open. And in this particular case, the legs were open. Some people might protect the legs really well. And if they protect the legs really well, then their head's going to be open. So it's all about making adjustments to whoever I'm fighting. So this guy, the calf kick might be open. The next guy I fight, maybe he protects his legs well, and the head might be open. Like if you watch when I fought Sudo, he always backed that front leg up. When he backed that front leg up, his head was open, and I come up to the top. So it all depends on how the person defends themselves. I'm going to make adjustments, and I'm going to start capitalizing on it.
Joe?
Jornel, congratulations, man. You know, with being ranked number 10, just beating number 8, is this the biggest win to date? And it's also the most rewarding win for you in your young career?
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
I'm asking you.
Oh, no, this isn't. I would say my first Bellator fight was the most rewarding fight because obviously it was my first fight on a big stage. So that fight for me was like the biggest fight. This is one of the most important fights because I feel like this is the first fight where because I'm ranked and I'm signed, everybody has their eyes on me now. So it's more, I guess, more notoriety from the other fighters, my peers, as you would say.
Thanks, Jornel.
Donna?
Jornel, congratulations on a great result. You mentioned a little bit about Bellator 258, the card coming up. Pretty much everyone ahead of you in the rankings, bar I think 2 guys, are fighting that night. Are you waiting until that happens to look to get back into the cage again?
Man, I don't care about those guys, man. I don't care about those guys. At some point, I'm gonna have to fight every single one of them. So they could all do whatever they want to do. The guys who aren't ranked can do what they want to do. The guys who haven't even fought for Bellator can do what they want. Eventually, I'm going to have to fight them all anyway, so I'm not worried about them. I just got to keep getting better myself. I'm going to do me.
Thank you, man.
Maria?
Hey, Jornel. Maria Morales with Throwing Bows Podcast. First and foremost, congratulations on a fantastic win.
Thank you.
I have to ask you, though, it seemed, obviously, with not having a crowd there, I know some fighters like it, some fighters don't. You definitely were taking instruction and taking instruction well from your corner. Do you prefer, first and foremost, not having the crowd there that you can really hear your coaches? Or do you think that this fight would have even been more meaningful for you had there actually been an audience?
Yeah, I mean, I think the audience is just cooler. It's just a cooler, like, scenery. I don't think it really matters though at the end of the day because the crowd can't fight for you. The coaches can't fight for you. The fans can't fight for you. It doesn't really make a difference, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just me and that person fighting. I think it's cooler for everybody who's watching me and who supports me for them to be able to be there. And like, also on camera, it looks good. Like when you see everybody in the background screaming, I think it looks cool. This is a little bit, it's not boring, but like, there's no, like when you hit them, everybody's going crazy. You know, you miss a shot, so I think you miss out on that part. Just a little bit funner. But ultimately, it doesn't make a difference because you're the ones fighting.
All right. And also, so again, you were listening to your coaches. It was clear they were giving instruction. You were doing what they were asking you to do. At any point in the fight, did you feel like you were really just on autopilot with the way that the fight was going?
Yeah, I just felt like I could see everything pretty good, man. I have good eyes. So I felt like he was being real cautious, which was making it a little bit more like, he was being cautious, and I'm not the type of guy to get greedy and to get anxious. You know, I'm just going to do my thing. And he was probably waiting to try to catch me with something or try to catch me like slipping. So I just stayed tight. You know, I'm going to stay humble in a fight. What I mean by humble is like, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to get ahead of myself, start taunting a guy. I'm just going to do my thing. I'm going to stay humble because I don't know what the guy has planned for me. So I just kind of keep working behind my jab and try to build upon that. But too bad I couldn't really, I should have been able to do more and I couldn't really because I felt like he's being very cautious, and it's hard when somebody's being real cautious, you know. And I know when I fight people, they probably feel that way about me. They're like, I can't hit this guy. So he was kind of like being very defensive. So yeah.
We'll take a couple more questions here. Simon.
Hey, Jornel, Simon Romero from Behind the Grind. I just have this one for you here. We saw you dancing with your teammate, Mike Kimball, and you mentioned him early on in these interviews. So just can you touch on your relationship with Mike Kimball? Yeah,
he's somebody that I grew up with him since I was younger. him, my friend Jesse James Kazakowski, when I was 14 years old, we all like pretty much, well, me and Mike started together pretty much back in the day. He was real small. I was a lot bigger. I had puberty faster than he did. And then he finally grew up, and he actually came to Bellator before I did. So at first I used to come corner him when he was in Bellator. I used to come corner him, and he put the word in for me to get here. And eventually, finally, when I got a fight here, they started noticing me, and he kept on putting the word in for me, and I was able to get in. So that's why I said shout out him. And not only is he the reason why I got here, but also he's there for me every single fight. Not only shout out him though, he was a big help for me getting here, but shout out to everybody from my gym, Combat Club. Man, that gym, they helped me so much, man. They gave me the ability to go in there and utilize the gym, and I run MMA classes, and me and a group of guys, we all get good work together. Me, my friend Jersey, my boy Bryce Gamboa, he's another 35er that you guys got to watch out for. He's definitely going to be up here right alongside me eventually. There's more people like me. There's more A1 fighters. There's another guy, we call him Too Solid. His name is Jared Benacourt. He's a 25er, somebody that's just like me, a lot of skills, pay to bills type of guys. And another fighter, Brandon Carroll. These guys are like my team, my A1 team, and my goal is to get these guys here with me. Right now, they're all undefeated pros, but they're working their way up. So shout out to all those guys, and thank you guys for helping me so much in training.
Last one, Dylan.
Hey there, Jornel. Appreciate the time here. One of the individuals that's not going to be on that Bellator 258 card that is in the top 10 is number 6 ranked Leandro Higo. Is that someone that you could see yourself getting in there with just to, fight a top-ranked opponent, but also maybe facilitate a bit of a quicker turnaround?
I'm going to beat him just like all the rest of the guys. It doesn't make a difference, man. I feel like I got the skills to beat any of these guys. I don't think that guy has nothing for me, to be honest. He's good, but he's an older dude, and stylistically, that tough guy, I'm going to beat you up. Oh, you can't grapple, so I'm going to take you down and try to choke you out. And I got something I'm a good grappler. I'm a good stand-up fighter. I'm smart, I'm sharp, and I make adjustments. So if he's next, then I'm going to be 7-0 very soon.
All right. Thanks for the time, Jornel. Congrats.
Thank you, guys. And last but not least, I just want to thank God. And I want to thank my brother, Marcel, who's always helping me physically and mentally get through all these times. I want to thank my coaches, David Zitnick, and my other coach, Rodney Brewer. Once again, thanks, Combat Club. See you guys.